Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 9th of July 2000. Now, if you watched the previous video, this is a rerun of another attempt I got to continue on without resetting criminality. And what I did at the start of the previous video was reset criminality and run forward to, well, the 10th of July now. And I can say that resetting criminality certainly does make a big difference to being able to fix your population decline. Because what I've actually done is my population has actually increased. More importantly, my happiness is now on the increase. And then also you look there that very slowly my government loyalty is coming back up again as well. So that is making a really big difference. In fact, if I come in here and show you, you can see that my population is slowly moving back up again. So that means we're going to be able to keep going with this series. What I want to do now is start to move away from dealing with the problems associated with the beta update and start trying to get the economy to grow. But before that, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me so much to think about. Now, I did get some feedback on the fact that criminals in here don't spend long enough to justify having a slider to set loyalty. One of the advantages of having a slider is that you might be able to get more productivity from this, because I'm not sure at the moment whether that productivity actually works. But having said that, I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to the devs. If they want to put a slider in, it's up to them. If they don't want to, well, we just got to live with it. Now, I did get a comment from Seafawn about getting my radio stations and my television station up to maximum occupation from the perspective of staff, and I'm trying to get back to there, but at the moment, because I lost so much population, I had to reduce the workforces in here, and at the moment I've still got a few gaps here, and I don't think my unemployment in this area is, well, we got a little bit of unemployment, so maybe I can just push this back up now towards maximum again. Maybe we'll go to fit the full 50 for the radio. Television is a slightly different prospect. I think we've got any unemployment in this area at all. This is where I click on it. Well, we got a little bit, but it's actually in the wrong places. I'm kind of a bit worried about. I think we'll cancel that, because I think part of the problem I've got at the moment is I've got a workforce in the wrong place here. So we got probably quite a lot of workers here. You can see at the moment, even though I've reduced it to 45, we're not really getting a lot of people here. The trouble is I'm reluctant to pull too many staff away at the moment, because what I would like to do is possibly get more workers down into this area. We could use a bus to go and take workers into here to try and get this actually increased. I do really need to rebalance everything going on in this area. I would like to decommission the steel mill here actually as well, but at the moment the steel mill is providing resources up to this one up here, I think. Let me just check. Let me just see. You're moving prefabs. The aggregate store, I'm not sure why we're still picking up. Actually, you might be now picking up from over there. I think we need to be a bit more specific there. And then this one here, you're picking up Nicomo steel to here. So we still need that steel mill in Nicomo to provide the steel up here. Although, to be honest, most of the construction in this area has kind of come to an end. All we got to do now is just build this, and then we've got a few other odds and ends here. We've got some aggregate loading here. Let me just see if these guys are. Where are you? I'll see if these guys are working on. Yeah, they're working on this here. So once these buildings are built, we can then effectively move on from Ollerton, because except for the mine over here, we will have everything in Ollerton that we need to go forward. And that means Ollerton as a town will be finished. So at the moment, I think what we'll do is we're just going to get back to Nikomo, and I want to see if I mean, we're still pulling workers out from here. We've got another bus platform here, and then we've got some workers there. I mean, I could be a little bit kind of focused and see if we could send more workers into here, but we've already got quite a lot wandering in and out. And you can see, well, we're kind of pushing up a little bit, so maybe we're just push that up a little bit. It's going to take a little while to get to 120 here. And of course, one of our main focuses at the moment is making sure this food factory stays fully staffed as well. Because if this fails, well, I'm in deep trouble. Now, another success since the end of the last video is we've now got this livestock farm coming in here now, which is pushing more livestock into here, which means we are getting a bit more meat coming through. I am considering whether it'd be possible to get another livestock farm in another one of these in here, but I'm not sure. I mean, if we get rid of that little bit of road there, one of the things that's really dragging down my kind of overall happiness is the meat distribution. In fact, I think I'm just going to see if I can fit one in here. It's going to be a little bit messy simply because it's going to be, it won't be connected directly to there. But so what I'm going to do is just hunt the livestock farm again. I can never find it, so I'll be right back once I've found it. Right, here's the livestock farm. I could get it here, but to do this we would need to, well, you can do it. So what we would need to do is put in a range for storage. So we can come in here and connect you up to there, accept that. Now what's the storage on this? Oops. We can store 75 tons. I think we can get a good distribution office going and take stuff round to there. What we probably need to do is just get rid of this footpath here, back to here, and then we're going to run a road directly across there like that. And what that will do is allow us to, for trucks to pick up from here, bring the actual livestock to here, because I don't think we're actually exceeding. This is 20 tons. Let me just see, give a quick calculation. This can produce 5. This can produce 10. So this, if once this comes online, it might be a little bit of overproduction. So what we could do is then take away this field and then put in another slaughterhouse here. So effectively what we would be doing is slowly bringing our meat production back this way. I think that will work. So just do that. And we got that connection there. So we just need to make sure this guy, he can pick up that. Looks like he's automatically detected it now. Over here, the loyalty is creeping up, but it's still problematic. We're getting to 20%. What we're looking to do is get to 30%, but it is slowly creeping up and improving, which means that these stalls here, there are no goods to sell. Okay, I wasn't aware that that was built. I think what we can do, we've got a little bit of a warehouse, not a warehouse, sorry, distribution office here. So if we put you on there, put you on there, you can pick up crops. You're distributing electronics. So if we also put you on there, you can pick up clothes. Actually, what are you actually using here? Oh, you're picking up from there. You're just parked here, so that means you're a freelance truck. So I think what we're going to do is send you to there, and then we're actually formalize the closed distribution to there. I think that will work a little bit more. Yeah, I think that will work. And what that means is that this truck here will quite happily just trundle around here, delivering out to here. That means we get some food and electronics into there. The only thing we won't get into there is meat, but if they want meat, they can come down to here, because everything here is still technically in range. So that is looking good. Over here, we are moving forward towards getting this mine up and running. We just need to finish. Oh no, our helicopter crews have finished the connection to there. What we need in here is iron ore. We need to set that. Now at the moment, there's not that much point actually sending workers out here, because I don't really see what the unemployment situation is in here. Non-existent. We got a little bit of unemployment there. See, I'm reluctant to start sending workers out here until we've got this whole area completely stable. Plus, at the moment, my inclination is to possibly get the jail up and running a bit better first. What's the loyalty like in this area here? So, see, this is slowly climbing back up again as well. So I think at the moment I'm going to be... Oops, we got a hospital here. We don't really need that number of coverage there. And I'm just going to very quickly buy some ambulances as well. What we got here? Buy 4 of those for the moment. In fact, I could probably... we can leave this little clinic here as well. So we've probably got way over the top hospital cover here. Oops, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit too low. So we just get the hospital coverage in here. Need staff and teachers, just to see what the education situation here is. The education situation is good, so we don't really need that school online. We've got this here, so I think at the moment I'm just quite happy just to let the population keep building up in this area. Up here, we're working on our new distribution office. I'm more interested at the moment getting the tracks laid in here. And the other thing I've also done is, as you can see out this way, is this train is electrifying the line out to here. Although I've only done one side at the moment. So we need to electrify that. We need to electrify out to here as well, but I don't think I've actually planned that yet. Also, I forgot to electrify this little bit here, and in a similar vein here, I've got the other train should be starting to electrify out here, but he does. I think he's working on these areas here at the moment. A bit worried about why that's not electrified. Let me just see. Is that electrified? Let me just check. This is one of the problems. Okay, I think I've just messed up my rail allocation now, so we're going to need to go over and find over here. It looks like we're actually getting a few more workers into here. Okay, we're down to 1. Right, just going to pause. So what are we doing at the moment? This guy is still pushing out. I'll be really glad once we get all the way out to here and get this connected. Let me just see. So we got a guy working there. We were trying to build in here. Why are you not? I want that built so that you can get in on that bridge there. Get you there, and then what I want is you starting to electrify that so that we can fill in all that gap there. What I want to do in the short term is put a little bit more focus on getting everything up and stable, finishing all the outstanding jobs, and getting these established towns functional, then the next thing we're going to do is come over to here and get our tourist town back up and running. In fact, while we're here, we've got a secret police like that, so what we need is a courthouse, but this is never going to be a massive place. So what we'll do is we'll actually go for a modded courthouse. Now, I have been told that some of these courthouses have problems because of the way that things keep changing all the time, but we're going to take a chance because we don't need a courthouse anyway. What am I on about? I need a police station. Sorry, I'm just getting... We've actually got a police box here. This is quite neat, actually. Kind of... you can't see it, but it is quite a neat little building. I actually built one for an experimental. We got 20 workers there. There's probably a bit there. We got 3. Maybe that's not 5. I think would be good, isn't it? It's pretty big, but we could probably get it. Anything smaller? We got a Tudor police station here. That's kind of a bit more in keeping with the overall situation, isn't it? Yeah, I think can we get that, say, in about there next to the construction office, and we'll just put that in there. Get our helicopter crews out here. What we'll have to do is find because the helicopter crews don't always accept jobs for some reason. Actually, we could probably bring these guys out. He can work on getting lost in my own map here, and let's get this guy working on that little bit there. Now, the next project I want to do is something that I've been putting off for a long time, and I think I do need now to start kind of pulling this together. If I can put in electric lighting, where is it? No, this is Colville. Oh, sorry, wrong place. I've never paved all these roads through. What I'm hoping is that if I can kind of possibly put a bit more upgrades to these roads, we might be able to let people travel a little bit further, and possibly they might even get to here. So what I want to do is, wow, look at that. Where are you lot going? Looks like we got a problem here now. Was that because you've got meat? Let's just see. You've got that there. Looks like I've still got the problem here because, of course, the population is growing now. And so that means that we're probably starting to develop a little bit of a problem in this area. Probably need is a bigger store here. Let me just see. We've got the corner market down here. That's okay. The problem is up here because of the sheer volume of workforce. I don't know. They're kind of just holding up a little bit, aren't they? Maybe I do need to put another store in here. What's this? This is the kindergarten. First things first, let's just get back to doing the roads here. I think we'll start here. And what I'm considering is actually... And what's this? What does this actually give us? Let's just see. This gives us a walking speed of 115%. So what I'm kind of thinking is that if I can start planning in some roads through here, people might walk a bit faster, say from this area. Actually, let's just see if we can upgrade you, and then we'll get this guy on. He should be picking up. Hey, come on. Sources without steel. You've got steel here. What is going on here? Where is your source? Nicomo boards. What? What are you doing on Nicomo boards for steel? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I remember now. I had a big pile of steel here that got in here by accident, So what I did was I put them on there to use the steel up. And what we're going to try and do is start paving in these roads here as well to try and get things going. I am a little bit worried about I don't want the refrigeration truck. I want the that might have just been a little bit of a surge, because one of the problems we don't have here is electronics. They're all walking. There's a lot of people walking in and out of here. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we need we got this store here. Maybe we can put another little store, just because if we can't get enough workforce into here, I'm gonna have to build some more buildings. Plus we've got the police station here. It's like these guys are actually building up a little bit crime wise. And this comes back to what I said at the beginning about productivity. So we kind of pause here and take a look at see if we get low productivity people in it. I do wonder whether these low productivity people just slow up the crime solving rate, and therefore if you can get higher people in. I am going to put a store in here, but I think I'm just going to put in what we call it, store. Let me just see, where is it? Alcohol. I'm just going to see if we can get a small grocery store, say tucked up on this corner here. Actually, we could probably put it just in there, couldn't we? Like that. I mean, it's in range. Actually, been better, even better like that, actually, wouldn't it? We could put it there, and this guy can protect and do that. We'll get the helicopter crews on building it, and then you can come through to there, and then what we could possibly do is run a secondary that way. So, and then you can up here. He's detected that. That's good. And I think this is one thing you're going to have to do while you're actually dealing with these problems is so that when your productivity drops, you've got the ability to be able to deal with it. Okay, so we got that sorted. Let's have a quick look at this area here. One area I do need to keep an eye on, which is an area which I never thought I would have to, is actually over here as well. Because you can see part of the problem is we're not getting enough workforce in here. And another problem is simply the fact that productivity is low, but we are still keeping that full. But this one was virtually empty at one point. So we do need to keep things going. Harvest is coming in quite nicely. Let's just check the... So that's good. Radio station is overmanned. I think this overmanning is caused by the new way jobs are allocated. So we've got this fully operational now, and we're getting a 1% increase in loyalty across the board, which is good. I don't know if I can increase that a little bit more now. I think somebody said is that once this is fully staffed, these sliders have more effect. So I think at the moment I just want to get that loyalty up so that we can get the happiness up. Although I think 64%, we're rapidly approaching the maximum loyalty we can get without doing other things. I want to see where that actually is. It's up here. I think the problem is that we've got people moving in here now, which is actually degrading the overall population. So what we got here? Right, we've got a bus stop here. Wow. I can't remember what I built this bus stop for. I think this is meant to be the bus stop that's heating. I think what we're going to do is move you onto here. Remove you. And then change you to here. Like that. And then this bus platform. Thank you, game. This one, I don't want workers on. What I want is students on this one, and ordinary passengers. So what we get is the workers here. We might be able to get some of them. We don't want students here, and we don't want tourists, and we don't want passengers. All we need here is workers. And then what I'd like to do is get a bus from here. A refrigeration truck here. You need a bus. What can we get? What's something with a bit of speed? You got 80 kilometers there, 55 passengers. We will sort it by speed. This is the fastest. We got 100 kilometers an hour. I think we're going to buy you. Now your job is going to be to pick up from. You're going to pick up from here. You're going to. Actually, we can have it two that way, but we don't want workers. I'll just let. And the idea is that people who want a university education can move backwards and forwards between here, so they can come in here to the university and get a university education. That means we won't have to build a university here. We got passengers. Also, there's a possibility that these passengers may go down here to get other resources which they can't get here, such as a lot of things. Pubs, says because there's no kindergarten. What is going on here? We've got a kindergarten there. Got a kindergarten there. Why are you guys complaining about the kindergarten? They both out of range? No? I'm not exactly too sure why that is the way it is. Got workers, got no electronics. 11 not sport. We got sport. Feeling these guys are on strike. They just don't want to do anything. I mean, we got cinema over there. Maybe it's just because they're unhappy. But crimes were not patrolled here. So at the moment we got 38,493. Are we getting any over 21s at the moment? No. Now another thing I want to check is the orphanages. And I think actually let's see. First things first. Escapees. We're getting smaller numbers of escapees and deaths. So if we can go back, we're on the 3rd of August. So if we go back to the 1st of July. So we're actually getting a baby boom now. Wow. So we got that area there. Let's get back over to the other rail construction office. It's the track that I need laid at the moment. What we got here is probably laid that track in there. So we need this track laid into the distribution office. What I'm hoping is that we'll be able to run the rail construction trains through to lay this track on, because I've taken away the double back loops now. So that is a potential problem. How's the population go? So we are kind of moving forward fairly steadily. Back over to Problem Town. How are we doing eating wise? We've got no workforce here. Okay, we're gonna have to do what I did last time. Gonna have to yeah, problem. You need to be assigned to there. Yep. I'll just make sure. Make that speed up a little bit. sure we get some workers coming into here. We're getting a few workers coming into now. And we've got a few people on the kindergarten here now. Oh, it's just the small details that always catch you out. So we're virtually back to where we were about a year ago, population-wise. And we've got a lot of workers. What's the unemployment situation? We've only got 132 unemployed. We fixed the low education problem that was here. Let me just see. We've got quite a lot of workers here. Just check the steel mill is now really starting to punch out the steel, which is good. What we want to do now is try and make sure that we've got the electronics flowing. Yeah, we're getting a steady supply of electronics. The main concern now is money. So let's look at the economy. Oh, I just bought some. Okay, we're losing money now. And probably because we're exporting vast amounts of electronics. And what happened last month? We let them... Okay, so we've now got a problem with imports. Chemicals, iron, electronic. Why am I still importing electronics? Who is importing electronics? Yeah, I think maybe we do need to get some iron ore production going to offset these costs, because at the moment we're losing about $1 million a month, so we can't afford that. I mean, the alternative is that I kind of switch off the import of electronics and mechanical components, or try and come up with some way that we can actually produce mechanical components, and see what the options are for that. One problem after another. Electronic components needs plastics, chemicals and steel. So say for argument's sake, if I built one here, the trouble is I'm overloading this area, which could be a bit of a problem. I mean, we could just put that way. Say for argument's sake, if I could get you, that'd be good. What that would mean is, actually, I don't need to get it connected to the cargo office, could I? Is it? Ah, yeah, we're going to need some delivery. How much steel can you hold? 15 tons of steel. You only consumed. So if I could get both of these connected like that. I mean, we're going to have to do something about the workforce. And then, say for argument's sake, I can get this here. This is becoming a little bit of a hodgepodge production area, but if I can get that, the guys working on this, and this, get the helicopter crew in. Well, actually, we get them working all this now. So if we can get that working, what that will mean is because we're bringing in, what was it we needed again for electronics? Plastics and chemicals, so we'd have to bring in chemicals, but which is not a big problem because chemicals can be shipped in by truck, and we'd have to open this up a little bit to import some chemicals. Well, we can get 23 tons of chemicals in here anyway. But we need to start bringing the iron ore in. So this is becoming a bit more of a priority than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Right, I think we've done that side. Is this side been done? I'm just going to pause, guys. Let me just see. We've electrified that side. We need to electrify to here. And why will you not play ball? Horrible feeling there's a little short section of track there that doesn't want to be electrified. So come in here. We get you there and there. Get these guys on. You've got no work. Right, I need one of you. Starting there. There's the other job. Whoops, sorry about that. So we got a fire. This guy's working on that area there. And we need to do that bit there. More importantly, got to fill in this gap. But to fill this gap in, what I'm going to have to do is bring a construction train through from the other, send the construction train out round and back to here. Wow. But the problem's going to be is getting the construction train to get through this junction here. But I think I can fix that. I think we can do that. We've got that bit there. Citizens' happiness is too low. Well, oh no, we've actually turned a profit. Ah, yeah, it's truck imports that actually cause them. So I've panicked a little bit for no reason, but I think I think getting some form of electro component production up here will be beneficial in the long term. Although this won't be the permanent one. I think I just need to patch this in, get something there. This is a new one. It looks familiar. Up the happiness here. This is down to 46%. Electronics again. We can't produce enough electronics. That's the problem. It's all good stuff. I think I would like to get, because we don't have the workforce here to really start bringing this online. We've got the power in here now because this is built. I mean, we really need more workers into this area. Let me just, I think we're get some workers into here. I think this has to be the place where we get more workers in now. And just try and build this area up as best we can. We're going to need to keep an eye on the food situation here, because I think if we can start producing our own iron ore, that will make the steel even more. I mean, I could export some steel as well, and mechanical components, because we are getting more of a workforce in here. Look at that, 155. Wow. And we are. So if push comes to shove, what I could do is actually ship some iron ore to here. Not iron ore, sorry, steel to here. And we could tell the what we call it, the distribution office, to come and pick up surplus steel from here. But I don't really want to do that unless I have to, because I'd rather just keep things going the way they are at the moment. Getting this running is going to be far more important. Let me just see, quick check on the construction office on the way through. Yep, you're quite happily working there. I think we're just going to spin back and see if that little shop's being built in here. Yes, it has already. Right, we need to get food and clothes. Oops, key game. We're going to add you to here. Oops, no. Not fine path from garage. Oh, the road's not finished yet. What's up with this road here? Missing resource asphalt. I know what's up with you guys. You need asphalt, needs to be on. Oh, you're actually on this one. Okay, what's going on over here? Are you just waiting for asphalt, are you? So what we're literally doing is just waiting for this to be, for someone to truck to deliver some asphalt. I'm not exactly sure why. Missing resource asphalt. Do you have a problem with asphalt? No. You just need to get it together and deliver some. Seems strange that we're able to build this, but we can't actually get this built. Actually, while we're at it, we built that. Can't understand why this guy can't. I mean, you've got open holes, dumpers. Ah, I think what's happened here is probably all my dumpers have got tied up somewhere. What are you doing all the way out there? Okay, this guy's going to need some assistance because he's got his jobs overrun. So I think what we can do is pull this guy in because I don't think he's got anything to do actually. So you up into here. So we're going to kind of reverse the roles a little bit here. And I think part of the problem is that I've moved all my pavers and all that out to up here. So what I could do is, it's going to be a bit messy. Unfinished footpath. You've got 3 of pavers, so if we get you back to here. In fact, I've just had a thought. What I might do is through here. We've still got this office here. What I'm thinking is, well, we're going to bring this back to life, I think, while I do the roads in here. So we're going to need to get you onto here. And I've actually, what I'll do is I'll do it off camera because I've got a pile of what we call it's up here. Where are they? So what I can do is pull these back so that I can do Nicomo. In fact, we got a dumper here that's probably a waste of resources. Let me just sell you. Well, actually sell you. And then what we got here, is this the open hole? No, that's the dumper. What I'll do is I'll just come down to here and we're got a bus here as well. We've got kind of accumulating odd vehicles in different places. Let me just see. You're a dumper. Okay, well, so seeing we're here, we're an open hole, big one, and then we'll allocate you to up here. We can find where we got to go. What I'm going to do is allocate you to there. You can come up to here, and then what we'll do is we'll pull at least one paver and a roller. Oh wow, I've lost a building. What happened there? Oh, what is this? What was this? Police station. Right, we'll get the crews to rebuild the police station. That is probably a slight hint that we need to get people out here working, but at the same time, it's not something I don't particularly want to do too much. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.